This is the first episode that we've done where we're not drinking wine.
I can't do it. I'm drinking tea. That's where I'm at right now.
What vintage is that tea that you're sipping on over there?
This is a 2021 Sleepy Time.
Ah, what a good year.
Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Why are we having tea instead of wine? It's a drinking wine, talking about travel podcast. That's what we do.
I know. Well, we could have not recorded the podcast.
We almost didn't.
We just got back from Vegas.
Yeah. And we're dragging.
We are dragging. You know what? I don't even feel like I'm hungover as much as sleep deprived.
I think we just stayed up really late for us. Like most people would be normal. But you and I are used to going to bed like at 8 p.m.
Mm-hmm. That's not an exaggeration,
and
actually.
we stayed up till midnight.
Actually, we stayed up until 4
Yeah, we
one
did.
night.
Yeah, we did. So if this is your first episode, usually we drink wine, we talk about the wine we're drinking, and then we tell travel stories. Each week's a different travel adventure. We're married. My name is John, and Jen is the one sipping on tea.
Hello.
Next to me. But again, we went to Vegas for an upcoming episode.
Yes.
Can't wait to share about how you could go to Vegas without a driver's license, because that happened.
Yes.
But that'll be for the future. I do want to do a quick beg. If you have not reviewed our podcast,
do it.
And
5
thank
stars.
you for everyone who has already done it.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. That's if you're listening on iTunes. Of course, if you're listening on Spotify, just tell a friend, share it.
Yes.
Just follow us on Instagram. Do something like that.
Write something nice.
Yeah, don't be mean.
Maybe like a photo on Instagram.
We're doing this for you when we're dragging.
I know.
Right? All right, before we talk about San Diego, I want to tell you about a new podcast that I found. You know, something that you and I talk about a lot is that even though you are unique, your life experiences
aren't. Not.
Yeah, other people can go through very similar situations. And I found this podcast, and when I tell you about it, I know you're going to think, oh, that seems a little hard, but I think it's beautiful. It's called Making Lemonade, and it's about these two parents who both lost a child in 2017, separate. Yeah, and they felt inspired to share with others like their journey of grief. And then they share stories of other people and the trials they're going through. So, I mean, there's anxiety and spouse loss, and they just hope to bring light to those when life is hard. You know, it could be relatable still, and you know that someone else is going through it. So
that is beautiful.
Yeah, thank you to Making Lemonade Podcast for supporting our podcast as well.
Yeah.
All right, San Diego. Are we talking San Diego party time or San Diego with kids?
San Diego with the children.
Okay, so it's a different trip. There's two different ways to do San Diego.
Yes.
One is you go down there for, like, say, a bachelor party or a bachelorette party.
Yep.
The other way is with your children.
Yep.
And you go to all the theme parks.
Yes.
That's really what it's all about, right? Mm-hmm. And so this is San Diego with kids. And, of course, if you say San Diego, SeaWorld.
SeaWorld.
That's like what you think of.
Legoland.
Yeah. Like those are the San Diego Zoo.
Yes.
That's it.
Yep.
I went to SeaWorld right when Blackfish came out. Do you remember that documentary?
Yes, I remember it.
And I didn't see it yet. And we went down there actually for a wedding, and I had the kids for the day, and I went to SeaWorld, and there were protesters everywhere. And I didn't know why they were protesting.
Yeah.
So I had to go back and watch Blackfish afterwards.
Why would you do that?
It was terrible. Well, I mean, it was a great movie, but it made me feel so bad that I went to SeaWorld.
Yes.
Flash forward, went again.
Yes.
So it didn't stick with me.
Nope.
And I feel like SeaWorld is trying to get away from the, hey, look, we have a bunch of fishing tanks.
Yes.
To more like, look at all these rides we're building.
And also a lot of like research. Like they're all about the education there.
Yeah.
Like even the Shamu show.
Which it's not even a Shamu show anymore. No.
It was all about.
Oh, it's boring.
Orcas.
Oh my gosh.
Like
it was.
learning about like their habitat and what it was very few cool tricks that they used to do. Like I grew up going to SeaWorld.
Yeah.
Like I remember the OG.
The original Shamu. Before Shamu started eating people.
Yes.
Yeah. And now they just let this big orca swim around. It's actually more sad. I would rather see the orca do tricks than see this orca just do laps in the pool.
I know.
With no trainer. While they have this voiceover being like, the orca,
yes,
a majestic sea animal. It's like,
yes.
Like it was terrible.
But all of the exhibits are like that.
Yeah.
All of them are very educational. I thought they were really cool, though. I enjoyed the time at SeaWorld.
Did you?
Yes.
I thought it was fine. I don't know. Like, once you get rid of that, what's the point of going to SeaWorld?
Still, like, you could still, like, the stingrays, and you could still touch the fish and stuff.
You could do that at the aquarium here.
I know, but it's SeaWorld.
Wild Arctic is a cool thing that SeaWorld has. You get to go on a ride. That's like the line.
Yeah.
And then you go down and you get to see a beluga whale, which is like the coolest thing ever, or a narwhal.
Yeah.
Like, that's awesome.
There's a narwhal there?
Yeah.
No.
I'm pretty sure.
We should really start doing research before we do this.
And actually, I do remember this. They're doing this new thing where you can like have encounters with these animals.
Oh, yeah. I saw that. That would have been cool.
I wanted a photo of me hugging a beluga.
I don't think that you could actually do that, but
No,
it would have been cool to do something.
They
like
had
that.
something like that. You could make out with a beluga.
No.
No,
Like high five a beluga or
It
something.
was something where it's very sensual.
Okay. No.
You can have a romantic dinner with a beluga whale. And for the right price, you can hunt one.
Oh my
SeaWorld's
God,
desperate.
Boo.
Don't boo me. Liam loved, remember that ride he went on? What was it called? The Manta Ray?
Yes.
That was like the, and then there's,
It was a roller coaster.
yeah, that one was fun. And then Shipwreck Rapids was,
Oh, like the.
it's like what every amusement park has,
Yes,
the
like the
raft, and then
raft
there's a
with,
waterfall that falls on you at
Yeah,
time like that. So that's SeaWorld. I think SeaWorld is adapting. They're changing.
Yes.
And I can't wait to go back in a few years and see what new roller coasters they have
Yes.
and what boring sea life exhibits.
Oh, I thought it was
They
cool.
do. No, it was
I
great.
would go back. I would definitely go back to SeaWorld.
What about Legoland?
You know, I had never been there before. That was like our first time when
Yeah.
we went, and I thought it was actually pretty cool.
I thought it was awesome.
Like, if your kids are into Legos at all,
Which what kid isn't?
right?
Yeah.
It was pretty sweet, and all ages, really. More geared towards younger
Yeah,
children.
I was gonna say, I
But-
don't want to take a teen to Legoland.
No, you're right. Not teenagers, but if you've got like really little ones, like 2,
Yeah.
there was like little rides for like tiny ones, and then there was rides for like Liam and Ella.
Right. I think past 10, maybe no. I don't see me taking a 12-year-old or a 14-year-old to Legoland.
Yeah.
It's not as exciting. But
Yeah,
for the
probably
kids, it was
not.
like perfect.
No,
We're big
yeah.
fans of the Lego movies, Lego
Yep.
Batman.
Mhm.
They have a hotel, which
I
we
saw
did
that.
not stay at.
No, we didn't say that.
They have a water park that we did not visit.
Nope.
And they have an aquarium that we did not go to
Wait,
either.
They also have an aquarium?
Yeah, so they have a lot of stuff that we did not do.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Funny thing, though, you can also hug a beluga whale
No, you
at
don't.
Legoland. That's a fun fact that you can take with you. No, but it really is. The driving school was like the kid's favorite. It was this cool community
Yep.
that your kid can drive through, like
Yep.
Lego universe, and they really have leaned in on like the Lego movie and Emmett.
Yep.
Like you can go take your Emmett is the Mickey Mouse to
Of
Lego.
Legoland.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you can do it all in half a day.
I know. I feel like we kind of went through that place fairly quickly,
Yeah.
but the kids really
didn't
enjoyed
care.
it. You know, if we went back to San Diego
Mm-hmm.
anytime soon, I would take them back to Legoland.
Yeah. SeaWorld one day, Legoland the other.
Yes.
Or we stay at the hotel this time
Yes.
at Legoland. Something
Maybe.
different.
Yeah.
I didn't know this, but I looked it up. During the school year, Legoland actually is closed on Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
How
What,
random.
right?
Why?
I don't know. I do remember. I haven't mentioned that I worked at Disneyland for a few podcasts, so I
geez,
don't know if you
yeah.
know this. Tuesdays were the slowest day.
I know, but yeah.
And so I wonder if that's why they're closed on Tuesdays and Wednesdays instead of like Saturday and Sundays or something like that.
Yeah.
But there's a thing for you if you want to go to Disneyland.
Then go
On Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, the big one at San Diego that's been there for like 100 years. It's the San Diego Zoo.
Yes.
Personally, I would choose Disney's Animal Kingdom
Really?
in Orlando if I was given the choice between the two.
Really? Why?
I think that it's just more comfortable to get around and visually it's cooler. It's Disney, so it's a zoo Disney-fied.
Yes, yeah.
The San Diego Zoo it's just a zoo.
It's enormous.
It's huge.
Like that you will spend all day at.
And there's
for
hills.
sure.
It's not
Yes.
like flat. Like you have to, I don't know how, but you continuously walk uphill the entire time.
Right.
You're at the zoo.
Can you hug a beluga whale at the zoo?
You can't hug a beluga whale there. It's a narwhal.
Okay.
Yeah. But they offer now these like discovery carts so you don't have to walk. I was looking this up.
Oh.
They're like golf carts. I think they had a personal driver though.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
I'm telling you.
right?
I don't want to push a stroller through the San Diego Zoo.
Oh, gosh,
or even
no.
like have one of those baby Bjorn things. That
Yes.
is a hike.
Yes, and it's hot.
Oh, yeah.
Depending
It
on
is.
what time of year you go, it's hot. We went in March, April,
That sounds right.
and the weather was perfect.
Yeah.
Actually.
That's like a great time to go to
great
San
time.
Diego.
It's kind of like overcast in the morning and then it burns off.
Yeah.
And it was great.
There's like 3,700 animals at the San Diego Zoo. So it is a famous zoo for a reason. I will tell you, though, the meerkats, the prairie dogs, it's an outdoor exhibit.
Okay.
And there's hawks in the area that know that the prairie dogs are outdoors. And from time to time, if you have your kids there, yeah, you can see nature in action.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah,
Did
I know.
you see that?
No, but I heard someone saying how it had just happened.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, there was tears.
They can't put like a net around it.
You
or
would think they
something?
would do something to protect them, but no. It's just this all-you-can-eat buffet for the hawks. Yeah.
Interesting.
My favorite's the Elephant Odyssey. It's just a really cool place because they're elephants and it's big.
Yeah.
In front of the San Diego Zoo, one of my favorite places to go as a kid, and I was so excited to bring our children there, was Balboa Park.
Yes.
Balboa Park in itself is so fun.
Yeah.
There's all these museums. There's 17 museums and gardens. And
It's beautiful.
yeah.
It's almost like a Central Park in the middle of San Diego.
It is.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And there's everything. There's performing arts venues, and it's really one of the most fun places for a family. And it's free to go to Balboa Park. So everything else is so expensive, but Balboa Park, you can just walk in and do whatever. I took Liam to, it's the Fleet Science Center. There were so many museum choices.
Yeah.
I think it was the cheapest, and that's why we took him there. But he loved it.
Yeah.
We could have gone all day.
Yeah.
And then the other one, and I know you want to talk about George's,
Oh,
but
yes.
let's do the one last place.
Okay.
The USS Midway Museum.
Oh, you know what? I didn't think that I would like this. I really kind of went like kicking and screaming like, ugh, this is going to be so boring. I wish we could have spent more time there.
I have wanted to go to this museum since I was a child. We grew up in Southern California.
Yes.
It's on this big aircraft carrier.
Yes.
And you drive by it if you go to San Diego. And so I would see it as a kid and never went.
Yep.
And then once you hit college, no one wants to go with you to something like that.
Yeah.
And then we had kids and we were wondering if it was going to be too boring for them.
It's not.
It is worth the money completely.
And they have like some interactive stuff for the kids too. Like you can climb into a bunch of different airplanes that they have inside.
Yeah.
And
You can fly a jet. No.
I'm like looking at you like, no.
No, but I mean, you really can't. You can walk down like the ladders and go into the underbelly of the aircraft.
Okay, that sounds
I'm pretty
very
sure.
technical
Look,
term.
it's the Navy in me. It's the Navy man in me. But it's the below deck,
Yes.
is what it is. And like you could see their mess hall.
Yep.
And-
You can see all their sleeping quarters. You can see the infirmary. I thought it was just so interesting.
And they have like these creepy mannequins.
Oh yeah.
That are like posed in each place.
Yeah.
They'll give you nightmares for years afterwards. They have not updated the mannequins since they parked the aircraft carrier there.
And I would suggest, I thought it was going to be super nerdy, and usually I'm against it, but we got the little headset.
Yeah, we did.
And
So cool.
honestly, again, I wish we would have been able to stay there longer, and I would have gone to each thing to listen.
And then they had pilots, like retired pilots up on the deck
Yes.
with like next to the plane they flew. And once an hour, they would just talk about the planes.
Yeah. It was awesome.
I know.
I
Look
thought
at
it
us
was so
geeking
cool.
out on something
Totally.
that we would never have done in the
No.
past. Yeah. Did you know that you can purchase a resort pass, which gets you into certain hotel pools?
That is so cool.
Because if you're staying at an Airbnb
Yes.
and you don't have a pool, and if you're there in the summertime, you're going to want a pool.
Yes.
And there's some really nice, classy hotels, you can pay just to go
Into the pool.
bathe in their pools.
So cool.
What a great idea.
Yes. I would totally do this.
You know, I know this isn't the Las Vegas one, but why isn't Vegas doing something like
Right?
that? Where you can stay at, I don't MGM, but go to the Venetian.
Yeah. Well, because the pools are already so crowded.
Yeah, you
as
don't want
it
more
is.
people.
You do not want more
But look
people.
into that.
Everyone would just be at like the Wind Pool or something.
Yeah. Or Wet Republic,
Yeah.
for that matter. Okay, we went to this restaurant with the kids.
I've been to this restaurant many times.
Oh.
I'm No, I've been there. I've had friends that have gone to school down there. So I've gone to like graduation dinners there and just because. And yeah, anyways, George's
in La Jolla.
Oh, so good.
It's a seafood restaurant. I'm sure they have other stuff, but that's all we got.
That's all we usually get.
Yeah.
And we usually get some bubbly.
Oh, yeah. You got to.
Yep. We get a bottle of bubbly and then some oysters.
And it's overlooking just the most scenic part of the ocean. It's beautiful.
So beautiful. I mean, it is the epitome of
San Diego. And then what's really cool about that area, it's called La Jolla Cove, you can actually just walk down the hill and there's sea lions.
Tons.
Seals? Sea lions.
Oh, no, I don't know.
Not sea otters. I know that much.
No.
But they're all just sunning themselves on the rocks. And then you get to watch dumb Americans try to get close to wild animals for the best Instagram photo.
Well, because you can like walk kind of.
You can get right up to them. You can ride one.
Yeah, and there's signs everywhere. This is like, please, they're not super friendly.
No, they're like
wild
dogs.
So, but yeah, people will get super close to them and then they start like barking basically at you. And
I bet people get bit on the daily. So many people were like daring each other, go and slap them on the butts. By the way, these are poor like wild animals just like sunning themselves, getting out of that cold water for a second. Leave them alone.
Yeah.
No one wants. Right. You don't want to get your butt slapped hopping out of the pool. No one. Well, maybe you do. I don't know. I'm not judging you about it. That's the La Jolla Cove.
Yes.
Which is really fun.
Yeah, I would definitely go down there.
San Diego with the kids or without the kids?
Ooh. You know what? With the kids.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's not like we just got back from Vegas, so it's on my mind. It's not like that. Like we're going to do a whole episode on Vegas with and without the kids.
Yes.
But I think there's so many cool museums.
There's a lot to do down there.
Yeah, it's expensive.
It's expensive. Well, all of California is
expensive,
really. But no, there's a lot of cool things and attractions to go and do and see. Obviously, there's Gaslamp District. We didn't really touch on that.
I'm not taking the kids to the Gaslamp.
Yeah, but there's like restaurants down there, and there's obviously the beach.
Carlsbad.
I don't love
you hate the
swimming
beach.
in the beach or in the ocean, but there's also like tide pools. And there's so many cool things.
Tijuana's right past there.
No
take
one
the
wants
kids
to take
there.
Their kids there. No.
Carlsbad Flowers.
Oh yeah, that's over by Legoland.
Yeah, that's the only reason I know of it. Have you ever been there?
I haven't.
You
I've seen it.
What do? You pay like some money and you get to pick flowers?
I don't know. Can you pick them?
Oh, or is it just for
like
photos?
I don't know. Now, the last time we were in San Diego with the kids, actually both times that we were in San Diego with the kids, we stayed at Airbnbs.
Now, as a whole, you should know we're not big Airbnb fans.
We're not. I know.
It's just, for us, it's weird staying in someone's house.
Yeah, I'm just not a huge fan of that. But there are like specific times that I do think that it's the better option. So we did like a big family reunion.
That was so much fun.
And I mean, honestly, staying at that Airbnb was like the best because we were all together. I mean, honestly, we stayed in like this mansion.
Ridiculous house that
yes, on the beach. Just
we got to see how the rich live.
Oh my gosh, it was amazing. And all of us had our own rooms and there was like 15 of us. It was ridiculous.
You know what's weird? I always thought like I'd want to sleep with the window open and hear the ocean all night.
No, it's loud.
It kept me up.
It's very loud.
Every time I'd fall asleep, the waves would crash and I'd be like, like scare me.
First world problems.
Right, I know.
But I would totally suggest with kids. I mean, I will say when we do have kids with us, I like the option of staying at an Airbnb type.
Yeah. Well, we get to make breakfast that way.
Yes.
It's just easier.
Yeah.
And
then especially if you're doing like San Diego, right? Like one day you just kind of want to like chill. We hung out at the beach all day and we did like fun games. So anyways, that time was awesome. And then the second time that we went, the most recent time, we also stayed in an Airbnb.
Yeah.
For a wedding. And yeah.
It was fine.
Yep.
It was on a golf course.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there you go. Listen.
That's gold.
We had a hard time.
I know.
Well, we knew we had to do a podcast. We're professionals like that.
Yeah.
So we'll have a better episode next week.
No, this is great. Was this not informative?
Tell your friends. Please spread the word. Give us a nice review. Follow us on Instagram. Of course, our Instagram handle is Our Savings Starts Tomorrow.